pastor of Passover Ministries. You're watching New Way to Live. Be sure to turn into our broadcast on this channel, Passover Ministries. We're praying with you.
Hello, and welcome to this edition for public education, and I will be your teacher, Juan Lane. Thank you for joining us. Today we are talking about mathematics. And really a lot of times when we talk about mathematics, people tend to get nervous, or they tend to think that it's more challenging than it actually is. Today we're simply going to talk about additions. We're going to learn how to add, and for some we're going to learn, others we're just going to refresh, and others we may just bore you a little bit, but bear with us. We're going to start off doing some simple additions, and the first problem that we're going to have today, I'm going to write down 10 problems on our board today, and we're going to ask you to copy them and pause the tape and work them out. Again, we'll go over the answers. Okay? All right, first problem we have today is, take the paper with me here. Number 1 is 3 plus 3. 2 is 5 plus 7. Number 3, 9 plus 3. Number 4, 17 plus 10. Number 5, 8 plus 5. Number 6, 22 plus 11. Number 7, 9 plus 16. Number 8, 17 plus 18. Number 9, 25 plus 35. And number 10, 10 plus 7. These are our 10 problems that I would like for you to copy and write down and work them out, and pause the tape, and we'll go ahead and pick up from there. Thank you.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome. Peace to you. I want you to join me in my program, Uncle Baki's Island. We can't get it all in just a few seconds out here on the light. And I appreciate you. Appreciate the questions. Appreciate the dialogue and that thought. But I want you to join me on our program, Uncle Baki's Island, and we'll take care as much as we can in that episode, so it'll force you to check out the next episode. Join me on Uncle Baki's Island on A New Way to Live network, A New Way to Live, Uncle Baki's Island. I'll see you there.
Okay, we should have had enough time, taken enough time to work those out. Now let's solve these problems together, okay? All right, the first problem we have was 3 plus 3. Let's break this down a little bit. We have 3 dots on the left side, a plus sign, and 3 dots on the right side. Let's count them one by one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 3 plus 3 is what? Exactly, 6. Very good. All right, number 2 is just a little bit more. Number 2, 5 plus 7. Now, one of the things that can help us is to break down when we have an awkward number. You may think, or you may not think, that 7, I will take here, is an awkward number. 5 is pretty easily multiply by 5s, add by 5s. But 7 comes a little bit more challenges. So I take my 7 And instead of doing 5 plus 7, I do 5 plus 5, which is, right, 10. Now I know I just took a 5 from this, but I still have a 2 left remaining. So I just bring my 2 down, add my 2, and I get 12. 5 plus 7 is 12. Now, this technique may be confusing to some and helpful to others, so you use it at your discretion. If you want to use this to help you, it's fine. But if not, just keep it plus 7. All right? As we go, I'll show different techniques that I use, and you can take them or you don't have to. All right? The next one, number 3, was 9 plus 3 equals, okay? One of the things that I always do right here is I know if I have a 9, whatever this number is, in the set of 10s, it's one less. In other words, I know that this can't be 13 because one is missing from the 10. So I put 9 plus 3. Now I already know it's one less, so I just put, what's the next number down? Would be 2. So I just push the 2 and I leave it at 12. 9 plus 3 equals 12. Very good. Next, number 4. 17 plus 10 equals, this is easy, but I want us to go to another technique when we have the 2 double-digit numbers, okay? Instead of doing the side-by-side technique, let's change our technique with 2 double digits and go 17 plus 10. Instead of side-by-side, let's stack it on top of each other, okay? 7 plus 0 is exactly 7. 1 plus 1 is 2. So 17 plus 10 is 27. Very good. Next one, number 5. 8 plus 5. We talked about a technique with the 7 that'll work again with the 5. I try to keep it simple, so I'll just make it 5 plus 5 again. And that equals exactly 10. So I know I took my 5 from here, and I still have 3. Now, that makes me have to add the 3 here. Plus 3 equals exactly 13. For me, it's just easier to add 10 plus 3 than 8 plus 5. Although you come up with the same answers. Okay? All right, the next one we have, number 6, was 22 plus 11. Okay? 22 plus 11. Okay? Again, instead of using the side-by-side technique, let's take it and move our 11 to stack it up under the 22. Now, 2 plus 1 equals 3. 2 plus 1 again equals 3. So the correct answer for number 6 is 33. Very good. Next, number 7. 9 plus 16. Again, with our 9s, we know that whatever the 1 in one place, if it's a 9, it changes it to 1 less. So we know we have a 1 here, and we're dealing with a 6, and it's going to be in the 1's place, it's going to be 1 less. So we add the 10 and drop the 1. I think it'd be better if we go ahead and stack this. In addition, it doesn't matter which number is on top or bottom. And for me, it's easier to add the double digit number on the top plus the single digit number on the bottom. Okay? 6 plus 9, that's in the 1's place. That means we have 1 less than this whole number. That'll be 15. So here, it gets a little tricky. We got a remainder. We have what we call a remainder. So we take the 5 out of the 25, out of the 15, I'm sorry. Here's the number that we're putting under here. Okay? So the first number out of the 15 that we're going to deal with is the 5. So we take our 5 and place it here. Next number out of the 15, we just don't let it go, is the 1. Since we're dealing with the 1 and we're going to carry it over, it's called carrying over. So we take our 1 and carry it over to the 10 column and add it. Put your little 1 up here. And 1 plus 1 is 2. Very good. 16 plus 9 is 25. Very good. The next one is number 8 is 17 plus 18. Here again, I would like to stack those numbers up, and since both of them are double digits, it really doesn't matter which is on top. So I'll just take my 18, transfer it under my 17, put a plus sign. Now, we're dealing with 2 awkward numbers again. Another technique that I use to speed me up and keep me from making mistakes is I know the answers I know. I know in my mind what's 8 plus 8, or 8 times 2. It is exactly 16. So I make sure I take 1 and I make it 7, and I took 8 plus 7, which is 15. I just took 1 away. So again, here we are dealing with the number 15. 15. And so again, we take our 5 and we place it 8 plus 7 equals 15. Our 5 goes here, and our 1, which is our remainder, again goes here. Now we have 1 plus 1 plus, which is 2, and we still have a plus 1, which makes it 3. So 17 plus 18 equals 35. Now the next question, next problem that we have, number 9, $25 plus 35. 2 big numbers. Again, let's take our 35 and move it to under our 25. At this point, now we just simply add. Make sure we always put what symbol we're using so that we won't confuse ourselves. 5 plus 5 equals exactly 10. And we still have a 1 over here remaining. 2 plus 1 equals 3 plus 3 equals 6. 25 plus 35 equals 60. 25 plus 35 equals 60. Okay. Next, with 10 plus 7. Okay, that's pretty easy. But again, I would like to stack it. Since we have a double-digit number, I would like to stack it. So I'm going to take my 7 and place it under my 10, my plus sign, and instead of an equal sign, this bar represents the equal sign, which in accounting, it is known, in business accounting, it is known as the bottom line, okay? This is the bottom line, okay? Because what's after the bottom line is the answer. So, 7, 0, 0 plus 7 equals exactly 7. And 1, and then we have 1 plus, there's an empty space here, so it is 1. Now, if we wanted to make this a double-digit top and bottom, it's easy. First, let's go. 10 plus 7 is 17, okay? Now, let's look at something a little different here. For the sake of saying it may simplify it for some, let's take our 10 plus, and let's fill this spot up with a number. What number can we always use without changing the value of the problem? Exactly, 0. Now, a 0 in front of the number does not, in front of a whole number, doesn't change the number. But if we were to put this 0 behind it, every 0 would change the value of the 7. But in front of the 7, it doesn't affect the problem. So now, I can take my same problem, and I can say 0 plus 7 equals 7, and 1 plus 0 equals 1. 17. Number 10, 10 plus 7 equals 17. Thank you. Now, let's subtract. Hello, my name is Juan Lane, and thank you for tuning in to this station, New Way to Live. Listen, we can't do it without your help. We need you to send your donations in today. This is how this station operates, and we're trying to do the very best for you and your family with the production that we have. We are really giving it our all, but we cannot continue it without your financial support. So please, send your offerings in to P.O. Box 3615, Columbus, Georgia 3631903, in care of New Way to Live, and we'll make sure that we get it on so we can keep this great program going. If you and your family are enjoying it, we pray that you continue to we pray that you send us a offering that we can continue it and do the very best for you. Also, make sure that you watch our public education program. This is a very special program where it can help you prepare for your next test. The public education program right here on New Way to Live.